We got behind the 8-ball, right out of the gate, and walked a guy, or hit a guy actually, and then couldn't field a bunt, and walked another guy, and then Wiswall got, I guess, 2 of his first RBIs on the day, and then he had a couple other big at bats. We got a fastball up that he hit out to right, and then he actually hit a pretty good pitch, I thought, out to left. It was more down and away, so give him credit for that. Then we tried to match up from there, and the 2 walks, I guess, was probably about the 6th inning. We had left on left and walked 2 guys, and then I think Anston was the guy that hit the double over the bag down the left field line. So just let him get away from us, and couldn't do a lot offensively other than the 1 inning. And give Boston College credit; they played very well.
Questions?
These kind of tournaments, there's teams that come in with a lot to gain, and there's teams that come in that are solidified in the top 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 in the country. Is it harder for a team like yourself that's ranked very high and to come in and play well, or is it just the way things happen? I mean, is there something to be said for the teams that have a little more on the line?
Well, I would say, first of all, we don't think we have anything solidified, and we wanted to play well in this tournament. So I don't think it really has anything to do with our play. I think we had a tough inning yesterday against Miami, and so certainly you give them credit. And then today, we pretty much just got outplayed today. So, I don't know. I think there's a lot of good teams in our league, I'll say that. And, I would be very hopeful that a team like Boston College would get in. They had a big win over North Carolina last week. They beat us, and they still have a game to play in the tournament. So I think our league is very good, and I think you have to be playing your best baseball when you come into this tournament. And quite frankly, we're not playing our best baseball right now. And that's not to take anything away from Miami or anything away from Boston College. They deserve to win because they played better than us. But right now, we're not playing our best.
You talk about not having anything really solidified. What do you think was at stake, or is at stake for you guys this tournament?
Well, I think if you play well in the tournament, we were ranked high, and so if you play well or have a chance to play for the championship, I think you can lock up a top 8 national seed, which means you're going to play at home. At least in the first round, and if you win that, you'd probably be a super regional host. So I think that definitely was at stake, and I think where you get seated and who you match up against. I think there's certainly a lot at stake, but more than anything, you just want to play well. That's the bottom line. You want to play well, and that hasn't happened yet.
Coach, how do you feel about all the noon games? You think it's in hindsight, obviously, you might not think it's the best idea, but how did you feel coming in about having to play all
to answer that
noon?
question honestly?
Sure.
I don't know how a team can play 2 games in a tournament and 2 teams have not played a game yet. That's an honest answer right there. That's exactly how I feel about it.
Do you prefer the other format where you got teams like the SEC last night had games going until 3 Eastern?
That's way past my bedtime. Now, I think the format, we voted on it as coaches of what the format needed to, needed to be. And, so I guess that's about as much as I would say about it. And it is what it is. Even in the old format, you lose 2 games, we'd be going home right now. So at least we have another game to play, which I like, and I think that's one of the reasons that we went to this format, is to guarantee that you have 3 games to play this weekend.
Any other questions? Thank you, guys.